Hi, I'm Wes.
Hi, I'm Lee, and we're the Panda Coaches.
And in today's video, we're going to be taking you through 9 of the most underused MyFitnessPal features
that save you time. Well, so why do we use MyFitnessPal? MyFitnessPal is... We're not sponsored by MyFitnessPal.
No, we're not.
But if
we
you want to
should be.
sponsor us,
I think MyFitnessPal
yes,
should definitely sponsor coaches, because coaches are the ones that get all of their clients to use MyFitnessPal.
Exactly.
If you don't know what MyFitnessPal is, a quick rundown, it's essentially a diary that tracks your food and gives you nutritional information that you put in, based on the foods that you put in into the app. Yes.
But I'm sure there's a lot of other apps out there. Many apps out there. But why do we use MyFitnessPal? Well...
we use MyFitnessPal because that's the one that's been around for ages. It's very up to date. It's got good features that saves you time if you know these 9 ones. Because I get a lot of clients that will say, I can't be bothered. And I'm like, fucking just do it. But then I realize, because we've been using it for so long, we just know we know the ins and outs of MyFitnessPal. We know how to spend the least amount of time on it, so that it's most effective. And using these features is definitely going to get you there.
Yeah.
Some of these
features are premium, but it's only like $50 a year, right?
And if you're using MyFitnessPal on a daily basis, I say, why not?
Yeah, I mean $50 enough. I make $50 in my sleep, so it's... I don't actually.
We will be making sure that we label which one is iPhone specific and which one is Android only as well. Okay? So,
let's start with number 1.
Number 1, the smart copy feature. This is a fantastic feature, and it's essentially where you can turn on and off, so you can toggle this on and off, and you can choose to swipe right to enter in the food that you had yesterday for that specific meal. This is great for things like you eat the same thing at the same time every single day. For example, I use it for my coffee because I have coffee.
So you can smart copy your coffee.
Yep, you just swipe it and then it's in there.
It's feature number 2, nutrients remaining dashboard. When you first open up the app, on the dashboard at the very top there, it's got your like nutritional breakdown.
Yep.
If you don't have premium, it's going to show you calories and...
Just calories.
Is it just calories?
Yeah.
And just protein? Or something. Just calories.
Just
maybe.
calories.
And it only shows you what calories you have left, so it's a bit hard to see like what protein, what carbs or fats you have left. With the premium feature, you can change what you see. So depending on what your targets are, you can make it so it displays like your sodium, displays your whatever. But for us, since we're tracking macronutrients, we've got carbs, fats and protein.
Correct. And
so it's easier for us to, as soon as you pull up the app, you don't have to press any buttons at all, and you can just have a quick glance of, you know, what's remaining. And what's remaining.
Yeah. Number 3, they edit select copy to X day. So this is a feature that I use quite regularly because I do eat more or less the same things over and over again. You can choose, say for example, an entire meal, and then you can copy it to tomorrow and choose a specific meal that you want to copy it to. It's just a really easy way to save time.
Instead of having to search up for all the foods every single time. Number 4, if you're eating something regularly, you can actually save it as a meal function. This function is basically, let's say you always have...
eggs on toast.
Okay, eggs on toast with tomato sauce and mayonnaise. I don't know why you would have that. But let's say you religiously weigh everything out, the exact same amount, have the exact same thing, rather than going through the effort of editing and selecting each one and then copying it to a certain day, you can just save that little section as a meal function, so that when it comes to the day, or you know, if you have it at a different time or whatever, but it's that same meal, you can really just
go in, add food, go to the meals, and then select the whole thing.
Add that little that you put in.
Number 5 is the iMessage. Now this is strictly iPhone, and it's a fantastic feature, especially if you are tracking with a friend or a partner and you're eating the same thing. Essentially what you can do is the same thing. You can go edit, select all, and then you can, at the bottom, it'll have an iMessage button and you click that, and it actually sends directly to whoever you want, as long as they have iMessage, and then from there they can receive the message and enter it directly into their MyFitnessPal. So that's a really, really good feature.
That's cool. How do you? Oh man, Samsung doesn't have that shit.
Samsung doesn't have.
I mean,
Android, just straight up Android. If you, I don't know why you have Android.
Because it's better. Number 6, quick adding macros. So this is also another premium function, but it's so good. Especially if once you've been tracking for so long, you kind of can just eye a lot of things. So this is really helpful for if you do tend to go out to go eat something and you can't find a meal in the library, in the search library, or if you're having, I don't know, some sort of like soup or broth or whatever and you can't find it, you can quick add a certain amount of, or you can quick add a macro really. So it allows you to click a button, you click the plus sign or whatever, and then you can add, let's say 20 carbs and it'll calculate the calories for you. Or you can add, quick add calories, quick add fats or proteins, depending on what you want.
Yeah.
And then it'll just put it into, or subtract that from your daily intake.
Yeah.
And you don't have to actually search up the food.
It's also really good for those, if you scan and it doesn't come up with the food, you can actually look at the label and then manually enter in the quick add macros. Number 7, this is different goals by day. This is something that I get all of my clients to use because I regularly prescribe refeed days. And this is essentially where on a certain day that you choose, you can have your macros, whatever it is that you set it to for that specific day. Say for example, I'm consistently eating 2,000 calories Monday to Friday, but on Saturday, I need to have 2,600 calories. Then I can actually set that up and so that it automatically changes on Saturday and Sunday to that 2,600 calories. Number 8, foods that are highest in ... feature. So this is a really good way to kind of get an overview of your day, and it tells you the foods that are highest in certain macronutrients. Say for example, you keep blowing over your calories for the day. Then you can actually go back and have a look at your entire day, and it tells you how many calories or how much fat, carbs, or protein is highest in the foods that you chose to eat. So this is really good. Like I said, if you keep blowing over your calories and you don't know why, you can go back and you can find those foods that are highest in calories and kind of eliminate them.
It's probably the Domino's that I
and change them as you go.
Yeah. Number 9, multi-add functionality. This will save you a lot of time actually. So let's say when you you want to eat your eggs on toast, but you've only decided that, hey, maybe I should just start eating eggs on toast regularly. You want to add eggs and toast. So with MyFitnessPal, you'll be searching eggs, and then if you tap on the eggs, you will add it, and then it'll take you back to the diary screen. With the multi-add functionality, you can click on the multi-add button, and then it'll have a checkbox under it instead, or next to it instead. So you'll find the eggs, and you'll press the checkbox, and it won't take you straight back to the diary.
Yeah. So
it'll allow you to search the next food straight away. So that way you can just grab everything you need, and then you press the tick button, and then it'll take you to the next screen.
So it says like a few seconds, but if you're using MyFitnessPal all the time, then it's going to save you minutes.
And especially if you are bulk adding a bunch of ingredients, a bunch of stuff.
And MyFitnessPal works really well in they have these algorithms set up that the foods that you eat together most frequently will usually pair up and be next to each other. Yeah. So that's really helpful too.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much it.
The 9 helpful tips that'll save you time.
Definitely use these features because it's going to save you so much time.
And if you don't have MyFitnessPal, just check it out. I mean, it's definitely a good app, especially if you don't know much about macros and you're still on edge about coaching or whatever. Give it a go and then test out the waters, test out tracking and everything like that.
Yes.
MyFitnessPal will give you like estimated calories and shit like that. I wouldn't follow those too closely, because it could always be wrong, but it's just a great app to understand the food that you're eating and understanding the nutrition that it has inside the food.
And if you do think tracking your food is odd, I say it's not.
No, but it also is.
No, I look at food, tracking food, the same as tracking your finances. I think it's imperative that you track, that you know what's going in and what's going out of your body, just like your bank account.
But like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.
I actually got a few people actually like talk to me about it as well. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you eating?
That was like, I got a lot of people like sending me a message saying like, oh my god, Lee's diet.